This is a great little MP3 player for kids, especially if you're looking for a way to get them music, but you want to have full access over all the apps that they have access to. It reminds me so much of the touch MP3 player I had in junior high. I'm 31, so if you know, that was during the Apple craze. I had a touch. This reminds me so much of it. It's basically like a cell phone, except without any of the cell service. So the texting and the phone calls, of course, I'm sure you can get apps, but it is really nice for kids because it comes with all of these apps already downloaded on the screen. This is an amazing MP3 device if you're looking to give your kids a little bit more freedom, but you don't necessarily want them having a cell phone. Maybe they're a little too young for social media, or you just want to make sure you can control everything that they are doing on their device. This is a great little MP3 player. First of all, it has a ton of storage. It comes with 32 gigabytes, plus it has an area for an SD card, micro SD card, and you can insert a SD card up to 1 terabyte. So you really can get a lot of music on here. It comes with this little jelly case, which is really nice, keeps it protected, keeps it safe from scratches. This is, like I said, 100% able to be controlled by the parent. So if you are used to an Android device, it's going to be very similar in its operating system. You can go to the Google Play Store, you can download any of the apps that you want, but you can also block the Google Play Store and have complete parental control, upload any of the apps you want, make sure you can see exactly what they are doing on this. That is all controllable from your compatible app on your phone. This is great for, I would say, kids that are like 8 years old and above, maybe between 8 and 15 or somewhere in that age where they're old enough to have a device like this and they can respect it and understand the rules, but they are not old enough to have a cell phone, or you just don't want them having a cell phone yet. The external speaker is really great. Plus it also has a plug-in for headphones. It comes with earbuds, it comes with a charging cord, but I also love that you have the Bluetooth access. So if you have a child that has Bluetooth headphones, you can connect those as well. It's great for reading on it. They can watch YouTube. They can do YouTube Kids. You have Pandora, Spotify, Audible, all the apps that you would have available on a phone. You can have on a phone, but you can have on this MP3 device, but be able to control every single thing about it. Like I said, it comes with 32 gigs of storage plus the 1 terabyte slot for the SD card. It's got the volume adjustment here on the side and then the hold button on the side as well. Super easy to turn on. Battery life lasts about 50 hours, which is really nice. It reminds me so much of the touch I had from the Apple world when I was in junior high. It's very, very similar to an iPod Touch, except it's an MP3 player and it's a lot smaller. I have small hands and this fits in the palm of my hand. I would say it's very similar in size to a deck of cards. Let's go ahead and put on some peaceful music just so that you can hear the sound quality of the external speaker. There's the volume down. Here's the volume up. It's coming out of this speaker right here. My daughter uses something like this for the bus. She has long bus rides. She gets very easily overstimulated. So I love to be able to control a playlist with her on Spotify, or I use the SD card feature a lot. I honestly just buy all my songs. I download them to an SD card. She is younger. She is 5 years old. She's going to be in kindergarten this year. I have her Bluetooth headphones hooked up to it, so that all she has to do is turn it on and fire up the music playlist. I do love that they give you the option to be able to look at photos as well, because all I have to do is I have an email account for her. She doesn't know how to use, she doesn't know how to access it, but I can download all of the photos for her to the photo app on here. And then she can go through them and look at the photos. I'm sorry, I logged out because I didn't want to show any of our family's personal information. But basically, I have a drive. All I have to do is drag and drop those photos to her drive and then log her in on this, and she can go through any photos she wants of her and her friends, of her and her brother, of her and her cousins throughout summer. Kiddos at that age, like I said, she's 5 years old. She loves looking at photos. So this is a really nice tool that gets her into the idea space of one day having a phone, maybe not at 5, that's a little young, but if you have somebody who is in the interim and you don't think they're exactly old enough to handle a phone, this is a great little teaching tool to teach them how to be responsible, limit their social media, and have complete control over all the apps. Sound quality is great. It's a really great tool to teach responsibility. It's relatively durable as far as MP3 player goes. It's super portable and convenient, and the battery life is amazing at that 50-hour mark. And it charges only within 2 hours. So you really can get a lot of playtime out of it, even if you only have 15 or 20 minutes to plug it in before school, before they're running out. It's got the time, the calendar. Here is the parental control app on here that you would download on your own phone. Plus you can just restrict functions as it is right on the MP3 player as well. So the screen works really well. It's super compatible with an Android operating system, as well as the iPod Touch I had when I was in 7th grade, and had for many, many years. So it reminds me a lot of that. I love that they can read on it, do the Spotify Kids, listen to music, and have a little bit of freedom while still being able to control everything they're doing, watching, or listening to.